IIM Ahmedabad, IIM Rohtak, Adani University Ahmedabad, and companies like Kotak Mahindra Bank Mumbai. He has authored more than 7 books, contributed more than 20 research papers to various national and international journals. Beside his academic pursuit, Dr. Amit actively participates in professional associations, including the European Society of International Law and the International Corporate Law Teacher Associate. He also contributes to legal journals as the editor-in-chief to the Center for Corporate Research Law journals. Without further delay, I would like to hand over the floor to
Thank you so much, Prachi. Thank you so much, Ishita, for nice introduction, and thank you the team of the organization Naksh Foundation for organizing such a wonderful awareness program on cyber scams and the issues that we are facing online. So as we know that in medicine we say that prevention is always better than cure. So awareness is very important. When we are aware, we know that there are a lot of vulnerable uh, people around, those who are prone to the scams. We can educate them, help them, and also we can help ourselves, and we can protect ourselves from the various scandals and scams which are happening unreported in various medias that we know today. So that is why this today's session is very, very important. And the title of this topic that we are discussing is cyber scams are more connected to the youth because in India there is a report which has been published by IAMAI, which says that 80% of the youth populations are active on internet. However, if you compare the people, those who are from the elder age, they are not very tech savvy, and the more and more people, those who are using internet, are from the age of 18 to 24, and they are very much prone to internet scams. So by saying internet scams, we mean deceptive acts which are happening over internet through emails, through social media platforms, through websites, through messages which we receive on our mobile phones, and through even POS systems or a lot of technology that we use outside in our shopping malls and various other means of electronic transactions. So why youth? Youth is a very important part and segment of studying cyber scams because they are the most vulnerable part of the society when these online scams are concerned. Around 17% of the people from the age of 18 to 24, as per the National Crime Research portal, they face scams, and around 5% only are the seniors who face these issues because they are not very much active on the internet. So these vulnerabilities include high digital engagement. This is also because of low safety awareness, and also because people have very fast life, they have casual approach as well. Sometimes the target is only youth people because they are more engaged in social media and they want everything very fast. They have a lot of aspirations, so they can be easily trapped. For example, if you see recently a student lost 50,000 rupees to the educational fees scam, wherein somebody messaged the person that we will give you a discount of 50,000 rupees if you take an admission through us, and later on it was a fake agent. So the common scammers techniques that we see are social engineering, right? Although all of you are very wise people, those who are attending today, And the people, those who commit these scams, they are also very intelligent, and they understand the mentality of the youth, right? So they techniques are used that freebies will be given to you. Some pop-ups come in, you click it, and your account or your details of the password or your money is gone. uh, Fake websites or web page or messages or even pictures that are sent to them, they should click them, and as soon as they click, the virus enters the computer system or the mobile phone, and you lose financially. So this is evolving. Nowadays, AI voice cloning is also happening, that we generally know as deep fake, which happens to be in the voice, it happens to be in the videos as well. So people are easily, with the help of generative AI, they are able to make clones of your own pictures or your voice, and they can easily commit a fraud. So these are the generally techniques which are there. And if we think that we are very intelligent, we will not be affected by these techniques. So that is a myth. There are a lot of ways through which these people are able to create a panic in the mind of the person, and you are uh, you are falling under the clutches of these criminals. So that is why it is very important that we should be aware of all these types of techniques and activities which are happening, and the scams which are there. We know that we have rights. One of the most important and fundamental right that we have is right to privacy, which is enshrined under the Constitution of India. Supreme Court of India recently, in the case of Shreya Shinghal versus Union of India, which says that this is a fundamental right, and it is part of life, right to life, and it is a basic structure of the Constitution, so it cannot be taken away. So most of the laws which are coming up nowadays are covered under this freedom of speech and expression, and right to privacy, right? So nobody have a right to make our pictures or fake pictures, or nobody have any right to copy our voice and use it without our consent, right? So these crimes which are happening, one of the biggest scam which has happened in last year, and which has been in news, was digital arrest. uh, when you used to call somebody, there is a message which comes before a call rings, from Amitabh Bachchan, that uh, सतर्क रहिए। कोई भी आपको कॉल करता है, तो अगर वो कहता है कि मैं पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट से बोल रहा हूँ, तो आपको डरने की जरूरत नहीं है, राइट? बिकॉज इट वाज a panic created last year. Many people were caught under this scam. So what the victim is doing is, he comes under this trap, by created by the criminals, because they have some weakness. So the whole scam is created in such way that the criminal try to find out the weakness, and then they commit the crime. So victim is contacted generally by mobile phone, or they will be calling you, right? So they would have some information of you. Maybe if suppose your brother is staying somewhere, or your parents are staying somewhere, so some information they would have. They call you, that your brother is arrested, and now what to do, just tell me right now, right? Or they know your past activities, so they will call you that there was some girl who has made a complaint against you. Now tell me what we have to do, otherwise we have to lodge an FIR, and so and so. So you will be threatened by them, right? Or they will call you that a parcel is received which is having illegal products inside the parcel, and then your name and address is given. So they will threaten you by many ways, right? So this create a panic sometime in the mind of the person who is not having any, I mean, immediate help to just understand what has happened with him, right? And immediately somebody else will call that you must have received a call from the police department, and we are calling from the investigation vigilance or maybe customs. You have to pay this much amount of rupees for the clearance also. So इस तरीके से एक पूरा ड्रामा क्रिएट किया जाएगा, and somebody who is facing this, they will be not be able to come out of it, and then they threaten you, and then they ask for the money. So police department has found many mobile numbers and many fake IP addresses through which these calls are made. Mostly these calls are made through internet, right? And through Skype site IDs, or through any other ID, maybe from coming from Pakistan or maybe from any other place. So sometimes when they make a video call, there would be somebody who is uh, wearing the dress of police officer, having the logo of the police department on his shirt, and some cap of police department, and certain certificates and documents would also be there around him, so that he should create an environment that you should trust him, that he is calling from the police. But he may be from some other city or some other country as well. So what are the legal actions, and do we have the law to protect us against such a crime? So if we dissect the Indian laws, we see that the digital arrest is not even defined. So under which law you will file FIR against the person, that somebody called you and asked you that you are arrested and you got arrested, right? So under the new law, that is Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, or under the old law, that is Indian Penal Code, there was no provision. Even the Information Technology Act of 2000 doesn't have any specific provision to cover digital arrest. So what the government have immediately done is they are spreading awareness of such cybercrime. So government of India have taken certain steps. That first is to disseminate this message through SMS, through social media platform, through telecom companies, that be aware, people should be aware of such a kind of crime which is happening through social media platform. Such messages are being spread through radio campaigns and so on. And also the information is publicly available through the MyGov website as well, that you should be very safe and secure from all these calls and threats and messages which are coming out, and immediately you should report it if you find that somebody is trying to track you in such a situation. Another scam which has recently came up last year is deep fake scam. Now, deep fake is created with the help of AI, and AI, it's very common nowadays, and everyone is using AI for very many creative activities. You are using in the social media platforms as well to make your own pics modified so that it look better in the form of cartoons, or sometimes, or in the better mode. And pictures are converted to the video, and music are inserted, so on. So this deep fake is not a crime per se, like creating a deep fake, but criminals are also using the same technology to commit scams. So how they're doing is AI clone, or the voice of the family member will be cloned, and it will be used to maybe call you, or create an emergency situation, so that they should be able to commit a scam. And when you have a lot of information which you have given on social media platform, it is easy to get to know about the story that you have of your whole personal life, and who are more and very closely connected to you. and a person can commit a crime with you because you share a lot of information on social media. So cloning can be made of your voice, of your pictures, and even sometimes a video is created. A lot of people, even celebrities, has faced this issue that their pornographic video has been created by using deepfake AI technology. In 2019 sensitivity report of AI, they observed that 90 to 95% of the deepfake video are non-consensual pornography, because without consent, somebody is taking the old videos and converting it to the pornographic content. So many people, largely it has happened against the women, not much against the men. But against the men also, it has happened, like, the voice of Anil Kapoor has been cloned and used by somebody to make money. Voice of Amitabh Bachchan has been used to create uh, digital platforms and to make money. So World Economic Forum Global Risk Report of 2024, they have shared a warning that by use of deepfake, that is use of generative AI, and for creating these videos and deepfake content, misinformation and disinformation would be increasing, and we are at risk. Right? In next 2 years, it has been reported that it is going to increase. So deepfake can also be used to create a fake political campaign, to defame somebody who is very reputed in the social media. So we are at risk, right? Because this technology is spreading very fast. So as a youth, we are vulnerable, because as a youth, we have seen that many people have become famous within a night or 2 days, right? So defamation could also be associated very fast if they are not aware of such scams which are happening in the market, right? Nowadays, it is very common that everyone have their own uh, you know uh, Instagram account, and Instagram, separate account people are maintaining to share their videos to entertain people so that they become celebrity. So these deepfakes can make your fake statements against anybody. Fake speech can be given in your voice. You can create unrest in the society. uh, that nowadays Hindu Muslim issue is there, and if you are famous, your voice can be used for creating a disturbance in society, and in your name, and you would be in trouble. So deepfake are basically digital media, videos, images, audios, which are manipulated with the use of AI. uh, and it is very difficult to to identify which is real and which is fake, right? Because they are uh, created very perfectly. Because generative AI has reached up to that level, they can create the images and videos with perfection. So this can be weaponized to damage your reputation, to fabricate evidences against you, to undermine the trust that society have in you. If you are a leader or a political figure, or you are a famous personality, maybe within your small society or so. So what legal actions are possible in this? So we have a lot of provisions under the Information Technology Act. If somebody create our fake picture and use it to cheat somebody, then Section 66C can be applied. Section 66D can be applied when impersonation is created, or if some obscene material is created, that is pornographic content is created. Section 67 can be applied. Section 420 of IPC, for cheating, 7 year imprisonment can also be made. You can approach the government. Government can pass an order to block the access of the information which is there on the website, or in the social media platform. So you can go for report abuse to delete the content which is there on digital media. There are also intermediary guidelines which has been issued by the government in 2021, which make it the mandatory for the intermediaries, that is social media platforms, to protect the data that you have on internet. And if you see that any content is published on the social media which is defamatory against you, or which is obscene or disturbing, or you believe that it is against the society standards, you can go and report it. And the social media platform, example YouTube and Meta, they have to delete it within 36 hours, right? They have to take it down. And if it is not fake or if it is genuine, then they have to respond at least to you, and you have to acknowledge. So it is mandate for them. If they are not doing so, then they would be personally liable, the company would be personally liable for all the criminal acts which happen through their social media platform. Then another kind of scam that has been noticed in last few decades is the fake talent contest. Many people has been duped through these contexts. A homemaker last year, it has been found that a homemaker was duped 2 lakh rupees with a day with a fake children's talent contest, and they had to pay registration fees. And after that, the company was gone. A fake talent show was organized on YouTube as well. Mr. India, Miss India platforms were created. Fake award competitions are created, uh, and people take money and run by night. So for taking some action against this, the Consumer Protection Act is there, and there are guidelines against these social media platform by the Advertising and Standard Councils and Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, that fake advertisements cannot be made. Misleading advertisements and fake promises which are made by any website or social media platform can be punished, and action can be taken against them. But it become very difficult to find out, because if somebody is creating a website from Cambodia, and they are taking customers from India, because any website can be accessed from anywhere, and you are logging in, you are paying to them, believing that you will get something very easily by participating in the contest, right? And you are losing your money. So it becomes difficult for the police also to take an action and find out the people. So better is to be aware that nothing comes very easily, and these fake domains or messages which comes up need to be ignored. There are a lot of investment apps, websites which offers part-time job, or uh, make promises that they will double your money in next few months, or if you just click daily on certain videos, give your comments, and you will get money. Or you have to just do one thing, you have to just send messages to some portal or some peoples, and you get money. There are a lot of digital advertisements majorly which are there on internet, which say that there are shortcuts to earn money. So all these are fake scams. People when they try to get involved in this, they ask you that okay, you have to take a membership of some amount, and then after that you will be getting daily income or monthly income for the task that you achieve. And after that they will stop responding to you. So these are the scams which are there on the social media platforms. So sometimes they will ask you to recharge and do the task their web portal, or they will ask you to participate and play the game in some platform, and through for that you have to log in and you register and pay some minimum amount, and if you complete the task you will get money. They generally show fake accounts details as well, fake checks which has been given to the customers. So that is why that is how they lure the people to get the instant money by doing very simple task, right? So what they do is they handhold the victims through chat and messengers, uh, through through messages. So this is also is called as cyber slavery, right? People are asked to do certain things, and they continue to ask. uh, they follow you through different accounts and different pages. They will send many messages to you so that you get convinced, and they will show you many fake information which would be very convincing, or they also have the team of people and fake videos that they have made to convince the young people to make shortcuts. Illegal lending apps are there, which are extortion rackets, wherein they will ask you to download their apps through the Google Play Store or whatever temporary apps that they have made, and then they will also sometimes advertise through the messages or digital portals or pop-ups, and then they will ask you to share the ID proofs, contact list, do your location and so on. So sometimes when they give, also sometimes they give money, right? Like, well, like initially you get money, so they are not maybe interested in your small token amount that you will pay. Mostly they are interested in your details of your accounts and your personal details. So when you fill up those details, and when you pass on those details to get the easy loans, uh, they will sell all these details to the criminals, right? So you will now continue to receive emails or messages from the crypto agents internationally, from fake banks, to they will ask you to click the button and get the easy loans and so on, or they maybe say that you will get a loan in just 7 days, and 7 days processing will be there and you will get the money. So these all are fake, people, those who are asking for your personal details. So they, what they would do is, personal details, they try to hack your password or your personal information so that they could commit some other crimes. uh, Fake customer care numbers and Android malwares are also there, which sometimes make you calls and say that you have to share the OTP. uh, Sometimes they will call you that your number is very old and you need to renew it, and we will send you an OTP you have to share with us, and they can commit crime on the social media with that. Fake accounts are very common on these social media platforms like Facebook, uh, Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp. So wherein people create the account in your name and try to connect with your family members or with your friends so that they can ask money from them in your name, right? Uh, I personally had one experience wherein one of our professor who was there, who went to Tehran, and he was there in Tehran for 1 year, and he changed his number. But I got a message in Facebook that I am having trouble in traveling to India because I lost my passport and other documents. So I need some financial help. If you could give me some money on this account. So he was messaging in this way, and in the evening, I received a message from the professor that there is a fake page that has been created by somebody on my name. So these crimes are very, very common, and you may have your own stories as well, wherein such a crime has been tried to be committed against any of them. Uh, Sometimes account takeover or impersonation happens, wherein your bank account or your financial account details on UPI apps has been compromised by the use of the information that they have taken through calling you through the fake pages and fake IDs. Sextortion is another kind of crime which is very common. Just a second. So herein people from opposite gender try to connect and become a friend and informal with the other person so that they could get favors from the victim. So this is a very common crime or scam in India. Online dating scam, wherein fake dating on the dating IDs, fake pages are there, wherein people, those who are looking after uh, some friends on dating apps, they are caught into the trap. So these fake profiles are generally made on Tinder, Bumble, uh, which doesn't ask for verification sometimes. And after becoming friend, these criminals ask for the immediate money or create an emergency in such a way that if to avoid losing a friend, you pay some amount, right? So that is enough for them because they have many victims who are under their control. So around three globally, the number which is available as per the statistics. In India, India is at number three globally for such a romantic scam, and 12% of the cases which are reported uh, daily, uh, which are of such a nature. And Indian cities are especially witnessing such a crime, especially in metros, wherein these people are having huge presence. EPS fraud, that is, a lot of services which are having nowadays are connected to Aadhaar. So Aadhaar enabled services uh, which are connected to our Aadhaar number could be compromised if we lose our Aadhaar number, our thumb impression, mostly because our Aadhaar was created through the thumb impression and updated through thumb impression. So if it is compromised and if the fake thumb impression or fingers impression is created by somebody and they know our Aadhaar number and our phone number details, they can easily commit a crime to take the deposit in their control, fund transfer, and withdrawal of the money. What they do is generally they use the fingerprints and Aadhaar numbers to get the registration done on a fake name, or modification to be done a fake name through the official website or through the registration and stamp department. You can see when they have to just fill up the information and get the code uh, and matching of the fingerprints. Fingerprint copy is also there are technology through which fingerprints could be created. So what they do is they get the negative print from the Photoshop of your finger impressions. Then negatives are placed on the plain glass to make the print image, and then fingerprint casting is done so that cloned fingerprint could be created of yours, which could be used for matching the Aadhaar details of the fingerprints. So now, after getting your fingerprint, your Aadhaar number, they can easily approach your financial, accounts and perform all the illegal transactions that are possible to be done, right? And even if you have good amount of credit cards or money in your bank account, then online shopping is easy mode, or they can withdraw money from the ATM. Recently, it has been reported that somebody created a fake website to book tickets for the helicopter services for the Char Dham Yatra. And young people, those who want that their parents should go to Char Dham Yatra, and if they are able to afford helicopter services for them, for which booking is required. So these scammers, they collected booking amount from pilgrims, and when they went to the yatra, when they arrived, there was no one to look after them because the ID was fake. The whole company which was created for providing these services was fake, and they made huge amount of money. So this has also been a crime through social engineering, connecting with the young people. Job scam is also another crime wherein work from home offers comes. For data entry jobs, you have to just pay small amount of registration fees, and that is enough for them, because if they take registration fees of 50,000 rupees, or maybe 50 rupees even from 50 lakh people, then they have made 5 crores. Right. So by this scam, Ahmedabad couple lost around 37.5 lakhs for the fake UK job work visa. So under the BNS, that is Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, provisions are there under 318, that cheating and dishonestly inducing delivery of the property, or forgery, if somebody has committed a fake job, offers are being made, or somebody says that you will get a visa by payment or registration with us, then punishment can be made against them. So legal provisions are there, but mostly those who have money and who have big dreams, so they are covered under this. So those who are looking for the shortcuts, So, so this crime is also there against the people, those who are from young age. Then, what are the red flags and how to spot such scams? So you need to watch for that, because genuine. What I'm saying is that if such offers are coming on social media, it doesn't mean that every offer that is there on social media is a fake, right? So you have to see that whether these are scamsters or these are fraudsters or not. So you have to watch for urgency. If somebody is saying that pay in 1 hour or otherwise you will be arrested, so ask him that, okay, arrest us in 1 hour, right? So because that is fake. And if you are not committed anything wrong, and there is nothing against you, then there is no reason to be worried, right? And if somebody create a emergency for your family member as well, then also it is easy to connect with the family member and ask, instead of getting worried about it and responding immediately. And usual payments like gift cards, crypto demands, nothing comes for free. So it is better to avoid such kind of offers. Too good to be true. That means somebody create a Ponzi scheme and says you will double your money in 3 days. There is no one who can double your money in 3 days or even 1 month, right? Even if you deposit your money in FD account, it will take 7 years. So there is nothing like double money in 1 year or 2 year or 1 month. These are all fake promises, right? Uh, then remote access requests, which somebody try to take your device control by sending you messages or maybe asking you to click the picture. So if you're not concerned with some picture which comes to from the unknown number, there is no reason to click that, right? There is no reason to click and see what kind of video has been sent by someone, or if somebody sends young people that there is a erotic video that you must see, which is newly launched, or something has happened on internet, and or it is viral. So there is no need to click that on message, right? There are grammatical errors also there on these fake promises like, dear customer, your account is froze, right? Bank never sends such kind of messages. And always you check that whether actually the message has come from the bank or not. So these are the fake messages. So for prevention, it is advised that for youth that you always should verify call back on the official number of bank or helpline number if you are having any financial or you have a apprehension of any financial fraud happening. Never share your OTP and password. Banks and even Amitabh Bachchan also say that you should not share your OTP, password, or Aadhaar detail to anyone. Enable MFAs on all accounts. Your multi face detection activity, enable that, or the different kinds of password protections are there, you enable them. For stakeholders like educational institutions, you should have your safety rules, regulations in the curricula, and awareness activity should be done as your organization is doing. You should have social media platforms to verify ads and profiles, and policies and helpline numbers of somebody who is well versed with all these things to help in the immediate activity which has happened. There are government interfaces as well available, that is cybercrime.gov.in, that all information is available there. And there is cyberpolice.nic.in website wherein you can go and file a complaint, right? So every city have now a cyber police station and dedicated police officer separately working only in cyber crimes. So they are very well educated in this area, so they can help and registered. Especially like in Gujarat, I can say that we have cyber police station wherein they registered the complaint immediately and taken action. uh, Citizen interface of the CE that is created by the government, cybercrime.gov.in, that is National Crime Reporting Portal. Therein you can go and file a complaint that if you see as per the data available, many complaints has been filed, and in the cyberpolice.in also many FIRs online has been filed. The number is increasing. So they do find out the search the people, they also go for appointing cyber volunteers to help the people. They issue advisories, publish a lot of reading material to make the people aware of such kind of scams. They are connected with the banks and telecom agencies to create advisories, to generate resources, to duplicate the tagging, and also they give the CCTV footage, or they are, because they are connected, they get the CCTV footage which is applicable to find out the criminal. So they have a lot of cyber volunteer who are ready to help in the immediate situation. There are intermediary nodal officers who are there to give the immediate help. They help in blocking of the mobile numbers if the mobile is lost, and they create a repository of the suspects, and they already have a lot of repository through which they are trying to find out what would have happened if crime has been committed. So if any crime happens in such a way, the better is to, as soon as you approach the cyber police station, who will give immediate help, and you can approach digitally online as well through this portal. uh, that is, cyberpolice.in. So that is all from my side. Now, if you have any question or anything to share, then we are open.
Thank you, sir, for such an informative session. Now it's time for the QA part of our session. Participants, please drop your question in the chat box.
So the legal action that generally are available depend on how you want to approach. Generally, what happen is that when cyber crime happen, we believe it's a crime, and we approach the police uh, against such a crime which has happened. But if you have lost money, you can also go for, filing a complaint in the civil court for taking an action, and even you can approach adjudicatory officer, which is generally available in the secretariat of your state. So therein you can have civil action against them and seek compensation, because if you file an FIR and go through the criminal approach, then you will not get anything in return, right? If suppose you have lost money, so police will try to find out the criminal to recover money from him or her, right? But if you file a civil case against the company because of whose negligence this has happened, so at least you may seek some compensation. So advisable is to go both way if financial loss or some money loss has happened. But if only crime has happened, then you go to the police station and approach them for the help. International Convention for Regulating Cyber Crimes, and yeah, there are international convention as well, like Budapest Convention is there for protecting against the cyber crimes which happens against children's. So as far as India is concerned, we are regulated by the Information Technology Act. So there is no international law per se which regulate all the countries under the one law, or there is no consensus to have a uniform law in every country. So our Indian law is having extraterritorial jurisdiction. So if any crime is committed in India by a foreigner as well, so we can file a case in India. Lost money from the fraudsters can be recovered if the police is able to track the person. So it can be recovered. It has been recovered in many cases by the police when they are able to track the person. So money can be recovered, right? So it is based on how fast you have taken an action. So if you delay, then it becomes difficult to find out the criminal because they change the IP and everything. Is there any nowadays it is it manipulate the IP address? That's a problem. IP address. Multi people have those who are criminals. They have multiple IP address and presence in multiple jurisdictions. So finding the criminal is tricky and critical. But police is also well versed with the technology now. So they have the technology through which they are able to track the person and they can find out. But if somebody is from cross border jurisdiction, like attack is from Pakistan or some other country, then difficulty is there. Then they can track that it has happened from some other country, but they could not catch the person. But if it has happened in India, then they have sufficient ways to track the IP address. Yes, through IP address, it can be traced. And not only IP address, there are many other ways also to trace a person, because police have different ways of investigating. Because if somebody commit a crime, the criminal may have some connection with the victim, right? Or there would be some association with the victim, and they have a lot of other ways also to trace the person, not only IP. Children's right is the most sensitive issue nowadays, because participation in the internet is not restricted by age. Any person of any age can participate in on the internet. So there are a lot of applications which ask for the age permission, but websites and online portals are open for anyone. So it is the responsibility of the parents or the guardians to protect, rather than the companies, right? If the company is offering services like gaming companies, so they have age restrictions. These games are allowed for some age. So it is equal responsibility of the guardians also to see. There is no 100% responsibility on the internet service providers and the corporations. Yeah, there is a gap uh, within the law, you to have complete protections of the children's rights. Because companies, when they are publishing content on social media platforms, they believe that it is used by adults, and if children are watching, they would be viewing under the control of adults. So there is a gap. If if unknown person have your private photos and he is threatening you to pay an amount, so simply an FIR can be filed. Nobody can threaten you to pay you for your past records, because you have right to privacy, and that cannot be infringed. So against the sextortion, awareness can be created by many ways, just like the webinars that we are doing, publishing on the government portals, messages that comes on the mobile phone, and the advertisement that government publish within the YouTube as well, in the short breaks. So these are the ways through which awareness is created among the people. So regarding the deep fake and AI, you must have noticed that government has created lot of awareness against the deep fake and AI through various portals I have shared in my presentation. Existing legislation, yeah, existing legislation is adequate. The problem is in the execution, right? The problem is there in the awareness of the people. When the people are not aware, you will see they will not file the case. If it happens very frequently that somebody's Facebook ID is hacked and they create their new Facebook ID instead of going against the person who have hacked that. So people also don't want to get involved in such action and taking continuous follow up with the police, so they avoid it as well, right? So the law is sufficient enough. There are problems in the execution, so DPDP Act is also there, which will be implemented very soon, because the law is dependent on the rules. So as soon as the rules are completely implemented with the infrastructure which is mentioned in the DPDP Act, it would be a very good law for the data protection, right? So there are a lot of things new in the DPDP Act, in the IT Act, and the BNS. So it's not the old law in new bottle. There are a lot of new things which has been done by the government. So if we go through in detail, definitely maybe in some other session we can talk about it. So because of the paucity of time, I think we'll stop here, and I will not be able to take more questions.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us. Your insight into were truly eye-opening. This brings us to the end of today's webinar. A heartfelt thank you to our esteemed speaker, Dr. Amit Kashyap sir, for sharing his expertise and helping us understanding and recognizing online scam targeting young minds. I'd also like to thank all the participants on behalf of Project CyberShield, CyberShield for being a part of today's session. Your involvement has been integral to the success of this webinar. A gentle reminder to all the participants that it is mandatory to fill out the feedback form. Before we conclude, I would like to remind you about our next session scheduled for tomorrow. We will be discussing prevention, mitigation, and reporting cybercrime by ACP Manoj Kumar sir, a crucial topic that everyone should be aware of. The session will begin at 4 p.m. and we encourage you to register to expand and enhance your understanding of cybercrime and become more cyber aware. Remember, awareness and vigilance are our strongest defense against cybercrime and threats in today's world.
Thank you, everyone. Have a nice evening.